Welcome to this week's Too Long Didn't Read version of Ask Eli, where we're talking about the massive change to Arlington's residential zoning code, known as missing middle, that was approved by the county board last week. The majority of lots that were previously designated exclusively for one single-family home can now be turned into anything from 2 to 6 unit duplexes, townhouses, or multiplexes. There's a lot to digest, investigate, and learn about what missing middle will mean for our community, but this week I'm going to share some of my initial thoughts on the code change. For starters, there's a lot of limitations and requirements that are going to limit the size of what these actual units can be. I think most of the missing middle units will range from about 1,000 to maybe 2,300 to 2,400 square feet. I think some of these size limitations present a mismatch in actual consumer demand. And so I think it's going to be a bit harder for developers to find the right profit in these projects, and thus may limit the actual amount of missing middle that's developed in the county. There's also a lot of concern about who's going to be building missing middle. I think it's going to be mostly local and some smaller regional developers, kind of like what we have right now for the single family market. These projects are too big in scale and cost for a lot of your hobbyist kind of fly-by-night developers or flippers. And I just don't think the large private equity firms with hundreds of millions of dollars are going to find missing middle terribly attractive. It's not a very efficient way of using and investing hundreds of millions of dollars. The other major concern that I hear is that neighborhoods are going to be overrun with 4, 5, 6 unit rental buildings. I don't think this is going to be the case either. I've done some high level math on rentals, both in transit and outside of transit corridors. And I just think that the cost of these projects is too high and the return on rentals is too low for that to really make sense and take off. Lot values with single family development have been fairly straightforward and easy to value, but with missing middle, it's going to be a lot more complex. The cost structure isn't too hard to figure out, but the outsale projections and the unknowns with dealing with a new county permitting process are definitely risks that need to be taken into consideration and will cause values of land to vary widely between different developers. Some homeowners have probably seen an increase in their lot values of 10 to 20% overnight when this code passed. Other homeowners may have seen zero change in how their lots are going to be valued. And these changes and developments are not going to happen overnight. It's going to take quite a while to get there. The county isn't going to start accepting permits until July 1. That permit process is going to take months to go through, and then construction is going to take at least 8 to 10 months. So we probably won't see the first missing middle development for another at least 16 to 18 months. You can read this week's Ask Eli column for my full thoughts. And of course, if you have any questions about your lot or developing missing middle, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.